Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back again with another video. Today, I wanted to go live to talk about Arsenal winning on penalties, 8 goals to 7 in a penalty shootout, which ended with Lacroix from Crystal Palace missing his penalty. Thankfully, Lewis Kelly did not have to take a penalty, and Arsenal go through to the next round of the Carabao Cup, having to play Chelsea over 2 legs. The first leg probably being at the bridge on the 14th of January. From my understanding, Arsenal are through to the next round. Man of the match in Christian Norgard, who did play a full 90 minutes in the game. And more importantly, today's performance was definitely a game to remember for William Saliba. Saliba, for me, was one of the top players in today's game. Arsenal in that first half, although it was a goalless game in that first half, we dominated. Performance wise on the pitch. It's just we had nothing to show for in terms of goal. Even though we had multiple chances in that first half, we struggled in the final third to take our chances, so to speak. And the Palace keeper, you have to give it to him. Even with Kepa in goal for us today in a penalty shootout, he didn't make any single saves whatsoever, and thankfully Lacroix missed for them, which prevented us from having to use Lewis Skelly as the last man standing in sudden death. It would have been Lewis Skelly and then down to the goalkeepers if it had still gone on. But thankfully, that wasn't the case, and Arsenal are through to the next round. They will be playing Chelsea in the semifinals over 2 legs, and then the winner of that and the winner of the Newcastle and Man City game will go to the final at Wembley. And you guys know, before we talk about that final, Arsenal do not lose at Wembley. So if we get to Wembley, you know our odds are quite high for that. Um, with that being said, everyone, it is the holidays. Shout out my brother 305. How you doing? I hope you had a great birthday yesterday. Big 55. But trust me, 55 looks great on you. You can't even tell you're in your 50s. I hope you had a wonderful birthday yesterday, surrounded by people you love and care about. More so, I hope people at work didn't give you a hard time yesterday. That's the last thing you want on your birthday, especially when you're working on your birthday. I hope you had a good evening. I know the Bruins and Habs game is on now, as well as the Oilers. I saw the Leafs game earlier with the Penguins, and I went out for cheesecake today. I'm just on my way home. I wanted to go live to talk about the Arsenal performance. I think today's performance, my 3 stars will be Saliba, um, Jesus, and Martinelli. Martinelli had a really good game today. Even Madueke had a good game today. I was happy with the lineup selection. I know some people said perhaps this would have been a game for Victor Gyökeres, but I do think that I was quite happy with the lineup that we produced. Odegaard came from the bench, and Saka also came off the bench in substitutes. People were asking why we couldn't bring Raya on or Gyökeres. It's because the time window to bring on substitutes already expired. You have 3 windows to do so in the game when it was ongoing, and we used the last window to bring on a different player. Hi Jose, how you doing? And good evening, the cynical one. I just thought I'd go live quickly to talk about the performance today with the Arsenal. I'm glad we're still in it. We're still in it, and it is still a trophy that we could possibly win. We have to play Chelsea over 2 legs now. The first game, I believe, is going to be at the Bridge on it's either on the 13th or the 14th of January. So I'm looking forward to that and to see what team we put out for that game. Guys, if you don't already know, in today's lineup, the situation with Hincapie had a shoulder injury. It seems like he injured himself in training. So that's a bit concerning because we're now losing defenders as soon as we're getting attackers back. Calafiori, I know people will say Calafiori was responsible for the goal we conceded today. He wasn't fast enough to defend that and to clear it. But at the end of the day, Arsenal did win on penalty shootout. Of course, we never make it easy for ourselves. But thanks to Lacroix and an own goal from Crystal Palace, Arsenal are through to the semifinals of the Carabao Cup, which will be played over 2 legs. This month and next month, January, you guys know Arsenal are playing a game every 3 days. So the next game after today's game will be Arsenal versus Brighton in the Premier League. We will be taking on the Seagulls at the Emirates. I don't think there's an away game for the rest of the year until the new year. So that Brighton game, I hope we smack them at home to end off the year strong and to get our goal difference up versus Man City. When you're in a title race with Man City, especially this City team, it's not just Holland firing for them anymore. Even though Jeremy Doku is out injured and Omar Marmoush has gone to AFCON, there are a lot of players getting the ground running for City right now, and they're in very good form. So Arsenal, please, we need to up our goal difference, and um, that's for me like games where against Wolves we should have hammered Wolves. Like that was unacceptable. The performance against Wolves. I know some people will say yes, we got the 3 points at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter, but for me, if you're looking at the overall picture, it does matter in terms of the performances, and that performance against bottom feeder Wolves was quite questionable. And here's another game where Arsenal give in late goals against Crystal Palace. We gave in a late goal, and Arsenal struggled to hold on. Whenever we go 1-0 up, we invite pressure onto us. We sit back and we let the other team get back into the game. That's my critique from today's performance. I thought the first half we played really well. It's just a shame we had no goals to show for it. Second half, the substitutions were done on time, right on time, and correct substitutions were made. I thought Saliba had scored that goal initially. I was celebrating because I thought it went on Saliba, but it actually deflected off of a Crystal Palace player. So thanks for the own goal and Lacroix missing his penalty. Arsenal get through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. With that being said, content on the channel coming up. We will be live for the Brighton game, Goal Rush. I think there's 5 games on at the same time on I think it's the day after Boxing Day on the 27th. Have a wonderful holiday season, everybody. I will be live next for a watch along for the Arsenal Brighton game featuring Moss Sports World. I believe we'll be doing a multi stream cast on my channel and on Moss Sports World. Those of you that do celebrate Christmas and the holidays, enjoy the holiday season with your family and your loved ones. Stay safe, drink responsibly. Those of you that do drink alcohol, drink responsibly, and have a wonderful time. Take rest from work and any stress that you've gone through. This is a perfect time to eat whatever you want. Have a good time. You know, take a breather before the new year, and we go again on a clean slate for the new year. I'm looking forward to see Arsenal again against Brighton at home. Of course, we know how the home fans are, and even the away support this year. Saka always mentions the away support this year has been phenomenal. And Arsenal have a game every 3 days, so it is going to be tough for us in fixture pileup wise. Do we have the squad that can maintain that capability? Only time will tell. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. Those of you celebrating, stay safe. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you all on the 27th, I guess. We'll be doing a yacht party stream. Myself, Moss Sports World, and 305. We'll be live probably box 27, 28, 29th. And then we'll be doing the Goal Rush and Premier League games on the 27th. Arsenal play Brighton on the 27th, so I'll be doing a watch along for that game. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in today. I know it's very late in the evening, but I thought I'd do this better late than never and briefly talk about the game. Norgard got man of the match today. In my opinion, well deserved. Man of the match for his performance today. Managed to play a full 90 and didn't put a foot wrong. Take care, everyone. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'll see you all on the 27th for Arsenal versus Brighton. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Thanks for joining.